This is the official track list.
Okay.
What's missing? Again, star-studded. Let's be clear, man. We were told we was gonna have Nas on there, see him on there, see Pharrell on there, Lava. Okay, Virginia. We'll slap you on there. The Dream. Might be a Rock Nation situation. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's J. Kim's guy. You know what I'm saying? John Legend, dog, with that hairline going back, 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 back. You know what I'm saying? With Christy going crazy. We see John Legend on there.
People.
We just ordinary people. and to me, that's a slap to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna put your boy on the joint. You know what I'm saying? The Birds Don't Sing, and have John Legend on there with his hairline. You know what I'm saying? Looking like Jimmy Fox Snooker and bull coming out the top rope. We were told about the Kendrick joint. Turn this music off.
Even got the leak at one point.
But where the hell is Jay-Z? We were promoted that this was going to have a Jay-Z verse. The other situation was, hey man, Def Jam tripping, Rock Nation takes it over. Oh, we really gonna get the whole verse. He gonna clear the verse. And we know the album basically gonna be talking about that. We need the Coca verse from Jigga. Stove Got Cooks is on here. No Hove, J Camp, Bebo P. In the chat, what y'all think when y'all saw the track list? Looks beautiful. 13 tracks. It looks beautiful.
Bro.
It really does.
Stove God Cooks. We love that. You know what I'm saying? And the free Stove God, by the way, too. You know what I'm saying? You got Pharrell singing on a couple of joints. You know what I'm saying? Nas, big homie Nas is on here. On the title track, Let God Sort Them Out and Chandeliers. Let's be clear. J Camp. What's your thoughts on the track list? And if you can slide it in, pause, why do you think we didn't get a whole verse on this joint? Because this would have been beautiful. It would have been a chef's kiss to get a damn Jay-Z and Nas on the same album. What's the business, man? In your opinion?
First of all, I love the track listing, man. Like these are all some heavy hitters, and actually, man, the fact we get to a dream joint, you know what I'm saying? Shorty, you a 10. we gonna get that ATL swag back on there.
Get an ATL on that joint. Yeah, salute.
Dude, to get Hove on that joint with Stove God and just get a old, which I know we ain't gonna never get a Coke rap Hove again.
Come on, man.
But just to get him Push and Stove God on a joint, there'd be so much cane just handed out on that joint.
Nigga get a rush off the open up the CD and bull. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man.
Oh,
Facts. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that's a miss not having Jay on there, but it would have been a great bonus addition.
it would. Yeah, fact.
Right.
Yeah,
It'd have been a great stamp.
That's a chef
to get
that
Jay,
stamp on
because
it,
then
yeah.
Push the Clipse would have been really the first cats to really get Hove on the joint in a minute. And
In
the
a
fact
minute,
this
bruh.
would be their
Yeah.
first return back as a group to the game in a minute too. So to me, this would have been a great opportunity. I mean, I would have had like Raekwon and Ghostface on here too, to be quite honest.
You clowning. You just clowning, J Camp. You
You know,
clowning.
if I'm curating, I can just think of so many cats that I would, because that fit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like
You want that purple
a
tape.
rebirth. This is like a rebirth type of album, and I would have cats who obviously influenced them
Darren Harris.
on this album, and you can tell the purple tape definitely influenced
Oh,
Push.
Yeah,
and
Push.
you already know, like, why
When I
not just
grow
put
up.
them dudes on there?
Yeah,
Why not
facts,
just
dog.
put them on there, man?
Yeah, fact, dude. What do you think about that Tyler joint though? You know, having Tyler on the joint. You know what I mean?
I don't mind having Tyler on
Is
here.
that a Louis V swag? You know what I'm saying? Like we both rock Louis V. You know? Type
Nah,
stuff?
I mean, like, Tyler got like Tyler's like he's a slept on like boom bap type of artist too, man.
Okay,
like
yeah.
Tyler got a lot of that in his bag, and he can rap like when he wants to rap when he's not on the goofiness.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? When he's not on the goofiness.
No, he can spit. Let's be clear.
I don't mind Tyler the Creator being on there, and he produced a little bit too. So I don't mind him being on this album at all, really.
Bebo, first of all, J. Kemp cooked, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
I think it's perfect too, man. That 13 tracks is perfect.
Perfect track listing too, 13.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I wonder what that Frico means, dog. That F-R-F-I-C-O, dog. Not the Rico, but the Frico. Bebo, what's your thoughts, man, on the joint? Starting off with the Birds Don't Sing joint, which is basically on that Travis Scott type swag, with the John Legend with the back hairline, dog. Voices of Fire on it too. What's your thoughts, man, as you look at the situation? And they pretty much started off with the chains and whips.
Right. I think it's a good look to see a couple of R&B singers by way of John Legend and The Dream on this album. Seeing Pharrell on 4 out of the 13 songs listed is pretty commonplace in a great way, of course, given that you're not only gonna hear and see him verse and or hook wise on at least a few of the Pusha T and No Malice tracks on, you know, as you hear on every album they drop, but it also wouldn't be a Clipse album if Pharrell wasn't present in such a fashion or such a manner. Tyler the Creator and Ab Liva, you know what I'm saying? Those are great looks, you know, different approaches as far as features on this album that's placed on here as well.
Great.
I would say in addition to the partially leaked and still hyped Kendrick Lamar verse on Chains and Whips, the other most anticipated verse seen here is Nas on the Clipse Let God Sort 'Em Out / Send.
Okay. All right.
Now I noticed. Let me double check. Yeah, I noticed that the original version of the Clipse second single, So Be It, doesn't appear to have made the final album cut. So I'm not sure if there was a sample clearance issue going on or just something else, you know, that happened. But at least there's a version or a part 2 on here of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a dope second single. And to answer the second part of your question, Iceberg, though I would have really liked to hear Jay-Z, you know, have a verse on this project. I do remember Pusha T saying something to the effect of, you know, just really working the business side, the back end of, you know, just making sure that this album, you know, just from a business standpoint is where it needs to be. So, and that's just as important, if not more so, than actually having a verse on there. So you know, we just got to take that for what it is and salute that. You know, just from a business perspective, because the rollout from a business perspective, as already mentioned, was just phenomenal. And before I forget this, having majored in business in college and being engaged in business ownership with you fellas, I can already tell that EBI TDA, that's the acronym for the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and appreciation.
Man.
So I say that because seeing that title along with the FICO with Griselda Stove on, you know, that's featured on here, lets you know that you're likely going to hear deeper and more mature life perspectives in addition to that cocaina, that powder rap, you know, that we all love to hear. So all in all, man, just a really great number of songs, you know, in the 13 that's listed. And, you know, it's not too many. Yeah. So with that said, we're still looking forward to the Clipse Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Yeah,
July
it's gonna be dope, man.
Album release.
It's gonna be dope. Like I said, man, Pretty Nas is basically summed it up, man. The album rollout is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's very crazy, dog. You know what I'm saying?